Hello friends, it's Kristie Marcotte. It's time for the December 6th reveal in Spellbinders 2024 Crafty Advent Calendar. If you purchase Spellbinders Crafty Advent Calendar and haven't looked at today's item, now's the time to pause my video since I'm about to reveal it. And I don't want to be the one giving away any spoilers. So we're on December 6th. Window number 6 is on the right side. We'll open up that top little window area. On the inside, there is an adorable image of a bee, and it looks like we have a die set. There have been a lot of die sets so far, and it's only day 6. I'll open up this teeny tiny package and lay out all of the dies. It's amazing how many they can fit in these little plastic bags. So it looks like you'll be able to assemble a bee image. We have the wings, several of the pieces for the eyes. There's the little arms. And there's also a teeny tiny flower image with the center and a stem. If you've been watching my Advent Calendar videos this year, you know that my daughter is playing along with me. So we thought it would be fun for day 6 to do a challenge for each other. We'll be using the same paper collection and also the same 4 sheets from the paper collection. We're using Newton's Nook Designs Spring Blooms paper pad. I used this collection in a video earlier this year. I don't have a lot left over, but there were several full sheets along with a bunch of scraps. I had 2 each of the 3 full sheets and then the 1 full sheet with this green tone-on-tone pattern. So we decided to use those 4. I simply cut the green sheet in half. Now since they are double-sided, we have 8 different pattern papers to use. After I finish my card, I'll share my daughter's card with you. And it's really fun to see the comparison using the same 4 sheets of paper. I am using a card sketch for inspiration. This is from MFT. It's sketch number 81. My card features a little bit of all 4 of the papers I showed earlier. Using the yellow tone-on-tone flower paper for the background. For the larger rectangle panel, it has several different flowers. Looks like a daisy, a daffodil, and a purple tulip. I'm layering most of the pieces on some green cardstock from my stash. I'll put ATG tape on the back and add my card front onto a card base, leaving 1/8 of an inch of the white card base showing. This is an American Standard A2 size card, 4 1/4 inches by 5 1/2 inches. For the piece going across the card, using one of the green tone-on-tone patterns. Before adhering it down, I am adding some scrap cardstock pieces on the right and left side where it goes over that floral panel. I need just a very narrow piece for the right side and a slightly wider piece on the left side. Need to cut one of those pieces even smaller since I don't want it peeking out. Now I'll put glue on the back and adhere it in place. And for the smaller image panel, I used one of the scene pattern papers. It has white daisies on the bottom and tone-on-tone blue sky with clouds. For that piece, I layered it on some blue cardstock. Before adhering it down, I'll add those scrap cardstock pieces just at the very top where it goes over the green tone-on-tone panel. I'll put glue on the back and adhere it in place. And for the most part, I am following the card sketch design. So there is the main card. Now we need to assemble the adorable bee. And I've already gone ahead and die cut out all of the pieces, and I have them stored in one of Scrapbook.com's stack and sort trays. This is the smaller size tray. And instead of the traditional yellow and black bee, I'm making a purple and black bee. I used 2 different shades of purple cardstock. The lighter color is for the bee's head and the body is the darker color. I put a piece of double-sided adhesive tape on the back of the bee's head, and I'm inlaying the eyes. I use white cardstock for the main portion of the eyes and black cardstock for the pupil. I use the darker purple cardstock for the bee's antenna, and these line up perfectly with the bee's head. So I'm laughing at myself right here since I'm searching for the second antenna. Obviously, I forgot that I pulled out both of them, and it's sitting right there on the silicone mat above the bee's head. So there is the head all assembled. Now I'll grab the main body piece in purple and add the black stripes. And for the bee's arms and the upper chest area, I use more black cardstock. So once I've assembled those pieces, I'll put a little bit of glue on that top portion above the arms and attach the head. And on the piece with the arms, there is a tiny area with a line that's embossed, so it shows you where to line up the head. For the bee's wings, I cut these out from some iridescent vellum. And I don't believe this is available any longer. It's from Lawn Fawn. I've had it for years, and since I only use tiny little pieces, it's lasted me forever. I put just a tiny bit of glue on the inside area of the wings, then I'll place the bee's body right on top. And I'm making sure to cover up all of those glue areas. So there is the bee all assembled, and I think it is absolutely adorable. This bee will be holding a yellow flower. Use green cardstock for the stem and leaf, a darker yellow cardstock for the flower. Now I didn't cut out the center piece of the flower. I'll be using something else so it has a little bit of sparkle. For a sentiment, I'll be adding hello. And this sentiment die was included in the December 1st window with the hot air balloon. I cut it out from white pearlescent cardstock, and I'm adding a piece of purple cardstock behind the sentiment. That way it stands out just a little bit more. I trimmed down that purple cardstock piece so it was slightly smaller than the hello banner. And I didn't mention the little hexagon die that's included with the bee set. I cut out a few of them from some silver holographic paper. I'll grab my card and start adhering the different die cut pieces. Start with the sentiment, putting it on the left side of the card, and the very end of that banner will go off the edge. For now, I'll let that sit for a moment while the glue dries. For the bee, I'm gluing it down directly. You could pop it up with foam dimension. I'll adhere the bee above the white daisies on that small pattern paper panel. Now I'll add the hexagons. I'll put 2 in the upper left-hand corner, adding one of the frame pieces and then the inside piece next to it. And in the lower right-hand corner, I'm adding one of the frames and 2 of the inside pieces. And since I used silver holographic paper for those pieces, it has this lovely glittery shine. I love the small size of the hexagons, and I knew they would be perfect to use as embellishments. For the center of the yellow flower, I'm adding a Love from Lizi peel off. This is the mini circle style in the gold glitter color. I'm using the smallest size circle. So now it has this lovely sparkle without any glittery mess. Now I'll flip over the card and trim off the overhang from the sentiment banner. So there is my finished card. I love the purple and black bee. And here's a look at my daughter's card. As I mentioned earlier, we used the same 4 sheets of pattern paper, but she didn't use all of the same sides. So I think it's really fun that our cards look completely different. And her yellow and black bee is absolutely adorable. She also fussy cut out 3 of the flowers from the pattern paper to use as embellishments. It was fun to do a challenge together, and we'll probably do another one throughout the Advent Calendar series. Be sure to come back tomorrow for the December 7th reveal and a card. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day.